I know many of you are concerned about blood diamonds. Believe me, I am too. Blood diamonds are also known as conflict diamonds. They're mined in areas controlled by forces that oppose their legitimate, internationally recognized governments, and that are sold to fund military action against those governments. Now, before I go any further, let me assure you our therapeutic diamonds are guaranteed to be sourced from legitimate diamond mines. The reason I can make this 100% guarantee is because of something called the Kimberley Process. Diamond dealers in the United States have agreed to this process and only work with diamonds that have come into the United States through this process. In other words, all diamonds that legally enter this country and sold by legitimate dealers are conflict-free diamonds. That means that we deal only in conflict-free diamonds. In this video, I'd like to take a closer look at the Kimberley Process, starting with how and why it was formed, and then how it works today. This will help you understand why it's been so successful in curbing blood diamonds around the world. It began in May of the year 2000 when Southern African diamond-producing states met in a town of South Africa called Kimberley to discuss ways to stop the trade of conflict diamonds. Of particular concern at the time was finding a way to control the use of rough diamonds to fund rebel movements and human rights abuses, particularly in places like Angola, Ivory Coast, the Democratic Republic of Congo, and Sierra Leone. They wanted to ensure that diamond purchases would not be financing violence by rebel movements and their allies. 7 months later, in December of 2000, the United Nations General Assembly decided they would support the creation of an international certification program for rough diamonds. It then took 2 years of negotiations before governments, the international diamond industry, and civil society organization finally agreed on the extensive requirements outlined in the Kimberley Process. Yeah, I get it. It took a long time to organize, but it involves a lot of countries. These requirements that everyone finally agreed to enable the Kimberley Process members, currently like 81 countries, to certify shipments of rough diamonds as conflict-free and prevent any conflict diamonds from entering the legitimate trade. Under its terms, the participating countries must agree to national legislation, export and import controls, and commit to transparency with the exchange of statistical data. Participants are only allowed to legally trade with other participants who have also met the requirements. And international shipments of rough diamond must be accompanied by a Kimberley Process certificate. This certificate guarantees the diamonds are conflict-free. In other words, there's a paper trail every step of the way, from the mine to the cutting center to the consumer. Now let's take a look at how the Kimberley Process works. The Kimberley Process requires that, first of all, each shipment of rough diamonds crossing an international border must be transported in a tamper-resistant container. Now I've seen photos of these boxes, and they have a large red wax seal on them to ensure they aren't opened before they reach their destination. The boxes are also accompanied by a government-validated Kimberley Process certificate. Each certificate must be resistant to forgery, uniquely numbered, and describe the shipment's contents. The shipment can only be exported to another Kimberley Process participating country. Then, the importing country's customs must have a responsibility to check the contents of the shipment with the Kimberley Process certificate. It is illegal for shipments of rough diamonds to either be imported or exported by our Kimberley Process participating country without this certificate. Those who don't follow the procedures can have their diamond parcels confiscated, and they can be subject to criminal sanctions. All sellers in the diamond supply chain agree to provide evidence that the diamonds being sold are from conflict-free sources. This evidence involves a written statement on all invoices. The statement is called the System of Warranties. At Gem Formulas, we too adhere to this policy and issue the System of Warranties on all of our diamond invoices as well. The statement reads, "The diamonds herein invoiced have been purchased from legitimate sources not involved in funding conflict and in compliance with the United Nations resolutions. The seller hereby guarantees that these diamonds are conflict-free based on personal knowledge and/or written guarantees provided by the supplier of these diamonds." Before the Kimberley process, anywhere from 15 to 25% and as much as 30% of rough diamond production came from potentially conflict sources. Now, according to the Kimberley Process website, 99.8% of the global production of diamonds come from conflict-free sources. The program is by no means perfect. Other sources suggest the number is really closer to 90%. But while the Kimberley process may not be 100%, we are assured that the diamonds we purchased have been certified conflict-free. This means that when you buy therapeutic diamonds, you can be assured your diamond is conflict-free. I invite you to learn more about our special therapy diamonds and their healing potential at our website, www.gemformulas.com.